Welcome back to the show once again. You know, there is a good chance that there are many people watching right now who actually may have become engaged, fianced on this beautiful
It is a popular
Day.
time of year, and of course, planning your big day is, it can be stressful. You got to have the perfect venue, and we have Alexandra Fisher joining us, wedding expert from Hollyburn. How are you?
Hi, Alexandra. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much.
So tell us about Hollyburn. I mean, people, of course, know it. It's a mainstay here in Vancouver, but what can you do for people's weddings?
Well, we are a basically full-service facility, so you can have your wedding ceremony and your reception at Hollyburn, and we do all the catering, and we do the sort of the setup and the takedown as well. So we work very much like a hotel.
Stress reducer, lifesaver may be other titles that you've incorporated into your life as well.
You don't have to worry about those setup details. We take care of those for you.
Nice.
So.
We're going to talk about some wedding trends and things that people are seeing in, because weddings, like any fashion, like anything else, like any party, there are strong trends that run through season to season, aren't there?
Yeah, and we're seeing this year sort of this very romantic feeling to the weddings that are coming up for 2012, 2013. That sort of goes in two directions. It goes in this sort of very glamorous kind of old Hollywood feeling, which sort of is shown by Kim Kardashian's very short-lived wedding.
Yeah, that was short-lived.
It was a beautiful wedding.
I was going to say, but it was a beautiful wedding. It was just really.
I don't know if 3 wedding dresses are necessary, what every woman can afford or wants to do, but it was beautiful.
It was lovely. And that, her second and third dresses that were very form-fitting and
second and third dresses.
Exactly, very, very glamorous. I think that is really going to set a tone. And of course, then we had the royal wedding last year, William and Kate, and that was very traditional. So again, very romantic, but a much more traditional feel to it.
Now we're going to look at some pictures right now. Kate Moss, she had an absolutely stunning wedding dress. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration people are getting from Kate Moss's look.
Her look, she fell right in the middle between that sort of romantic and glamorous feeling. Here you can see her beautiful dress, and you can see her beautiful bridesmaids' dresses.
How about his wicked suit?
And his wicked double-breasted
double-breasted,
yeah. Her dress wasn't super form-fitting, but it was very, very figure-flattering, and it was very sparkly. So
a little bit medieval too.
Yeah, and very flowy. So not incredibly glamorous, but not fully covered with the lace sleeves.
And she's got the traditional veil, which is beautiful as well.
I was going to say, when you look at it too, I mean, the funny thing is it looks fairly simple when it's on, but you look at the details as she's getting into the car, and that's what sets it apart a little bit, I think.
Absolutely. The sparkle on the train, Galliano did it, and and her veil just really beautiful.
Oh, if we could all have Galliano selling our wedding dresses.
You mean like the island? That's so
We have to talk about the little flower girls that were with her, because they look absolutely adorable.
They do. They look like little wood sprites.
They do.
With their flowers in their hair, and again, a sort of a very romantic, traditional feeling. Lots of lace, lots of little puff sleeve details. Not all the dresses were the same. It was really lovely.
Flower girly without being
too girly,
but still traditional, but informal in a way as well.
Right in the middle. It was really beautiful.
No puffy sleeves and taffeta.
No puffy sleeves and taffeta.
How important is that idea of, I mean, you mentioned Hollyburn as an example, but that all-in-one venue where you're going from ceremony to reception and not having to transport and all that hassle and everything
You've
else.
said exactly all those points. You don't have to worry about transporting your guests. You don't have to worry necessarily about transporting the bridal party if you're taking pictures in that location. It's a huge stress reliever. So places like Hollyburn that are all-in-one locations are fantastic.
Yeah,
okay, let's talk about trends in the invitations too, because it's a little detail, but it can cause a lot of stress. But tell us about some of the trends that we're seeing.
So one of the things that we're really seeing across the board is making things very personal, and this is a perfect example of that.
Is that a QPR?
It's a lift ticket.
It's a lift ticket.
What?
It's
a lift ticket.
They got married in Whistler, so this was their save the date.
This is the save the date.
Yeah, and you can see the beautiful snowflake motif.
I love the color combination.
I was going to say very traditional and very simple.
But still really elegant and modern. You've got, you know, this charcoal, and you've got this lovely band of color which you could switch out for whatever you're using.
And I like that it's not too girly.
No.
You know, the guy's not going to be embarrassed if his buddies get this one.
Exactly. And then this was the invitation, and it's a lift ticket. Fiona, if you can turn it around, you can see the,
there we go.
the details on the back. So how genius is that?
I think that's so cute.
It's amazing. And then a continuation of the snowflake motif, and then the RSVP card here. Again, same colors, and super fun and super personal. And what the invitation lets you do, because it's the first thing people see, is it lets you set the tone.
Yeah.
And then you can carry that through your ceremony and your reception.
How important is the RSVP in a timely fashion?
It's very important. You would be shocked at the number of people that don't RSVP in a timely fashion.
Alexandra, how many people just kind of roll up to the door during the wedding?
Every single wedding, there's at least 1 or 2 people that either haven't RSVP'd or don't show up.
You're kidding me.
Not kidding.
That's horrible form.
Yeah.
And just in case people don't know that, I mean, people are incurring costs for a wedding and try and stay in budget and do seating. I mean, just say no if you can't come.
Exactly. I mean, obviously there's an emergency or something, but there's a cost associated with it.
Yeah. You mentioned, well, we were talking about the invites as well, and, you know, in context of traditional and taking cues from all these celebrity weddings, the idea of personalizing, you know, taking cues from things, but really making it your own as well.
Absolutely.
Is pretty key.
And I think that's really the biggest thing that we're going to see this year, is making it really personal. This is a lovely bridal bouquet, really soft, sort of traditional colors. The spray roses are really gorgeous, and Kate Moss had those in her wedding bouquet.
And beautiful colors too. I mean, white is always lovely, but just with that little touch of pink too.
Exactly.
And what about the little clutch you've got there?
This little clutch is great because it's convertible. You know, you can get it in pretty much any color. It's by a local Vancouver company, Davy and Chio, and they'll work with you to you know, incorporate a color from your wedding. You could switch this out if you wanted something sparkly, if you're doing a little bit more of a glamorous feeling, or you could maybe do some lace if you want to keep it a bit more traditional.
And then actually, like, use it.
And then actually use it when you're finished.
After you're finished.
Take this off and then go out for the night.
Well, I know there's, because my wife actually had it done with one of her clutches that do a beautiful job dyeing the silk, and you can actually, you know, black, red, whatever.
And this one's super fun. They personalize the inside. So
that's really cute.
It's pink, and then it has the date of the wedding on the inside.
That's really sweet.
Very cool.
So if we have to talk about the event that you're having on Thursday, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we're hosting the bridal party from 7 to 9 on Thursday, and it's a free event. Come, we're having wonderful appetizers from Hollyburn Catering, a glass of wine on arrival, and some of the top vendors in the city. Nice. Limelight Florist, who provided the centerpiece and the bridal bouquet, will be there, as well as this company, Davy and Chiu, and then the Zing Papery, who did the invitations.
It's such a nice idea, just to find everything, be able to talk to everybody at the same time, and sort of, you know, pull a theme together.
Because it's smaller, it's not a gigantic wedding show, it's more of a boutique show, so you can actually speak to the vendors, and there's not a huge crush of people.
Well, thank you so much. If you want to check it out, you can go to Hollyburn's website. Once again, it's happening this Thursday, and it's free. What more do you want to know?
Makes me want to get married all over again. Same
really?
Woman. Same woman.
I was going to say, come on.
I said all over again.
That's lovely.
Happy Valentine's Day, baby. I'll be home soon. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to take a break.